guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be learning how to cut this really simple kimono dress. Actually, we'll be learning how to cut the bodice today. As we all know, kimonos are simple, chic and classy, and we're going to keep it short and straight to the point. So let's go straight into this video. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do well to subscribe. So I have these three as a fabric. We'll be needing our measurements, our scissors, also be needing our chalk, also be needing our tape roll also. So we'll start by measuring the shoulder. I'll be using measurement 14, divide by 2. Then you take the armhole, divide by 2, which is 9. And you go straight down to take the chest line from there. That is the bust. So you take a measurement of the bust, divide by 4. You take by 4 plus 2-inch sewing allowance. You can take more than 2 inch, depends on how much of allowance you need on your dress. Then you go ahead and take the length where you want it to stop, and you can just go ahead, mark it, and also give 2-inch sewing allowance down there, and you go ahead and mark it out. So after that, I took the hip line measurement. After taking the hip line measurement, I'm going to measure the hip, divide by 4, then you place it there, plus 2-inch sewing allowance. I'm sorry, the chalk is not really coming out well. Take 2-inch sewing allowance. Like I said, you can put more than 2 inch. So you just go ahead and connect your lines all the way down to the length of the gown. Yeah, this is my hip line. I've taken my hip line. Of course, from my waistline down to my hip line should be 8 inches. So I was just making sure of my hip line measurement. If you're not sure, you can go ahead and still take that measurement plus 2-inch sewing allowance, like I earlier on said. Then you go ahead and connect your lines all the way down. And sometimes it depends on how wide you want the down part to be. So I'll just go ahead and cut the places I've marked. You just cut it all the way down. And also remember, sometimes it's safer for you to have more inch sewing allowance, just to be on the safer side, just in case you make a mistake. You can always fall back on your allowance than cutting without having enough measurement on your fabric. So I'll just go ahead and cut it all the way down. Never forget to put your 2-inch sewing allowance down, just to be on the safe side. So I'll just go ahead and cut it all the way down. After that, I'm going to fold the fabric into 2 again, and I'm going to take 2-inch all the way down. Remember, the first one we cut was the back part, and this is the front part. So you just place the back on the front part of your dress. So after taking my 2-inch all the way down, I'll just go ahead and make sure my dress is in place to avoid any mistakes. So I'll go ahead and cut it also all the way down. You have to make sure you take it well so that you don't end up having short of fabric, or one place end up getting longer than the other. So I'll just go ahead and open the front part. Remember, it's a kimono and it has an opening in the front. So I'll just go ahead and open the front part all the way. Confused, I'm just taking the front, that's the front part, and the one up is the back part. So I'm going to go ahead and take the neckline measurement. I'm going in by 3 by 2 for the back side of the dress. Sorry, it's 1.5 actually. So I'll just go ahead and cut that place out, and I'll also be taking the same 3 and also taking 2 down all the way down for the front part. So you just go ahead and mark it. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So while cutting it out, you have to also be careful so you don't cut it short. As you can see, it's already. So after that, I used black lining to turn the dress all the way inside out to give it a neat sewing. It was just to show you how to cut the bodice of a kimono dress. So in our next video, I'll be uploading how to cut a bell sleeve and how to also sew a belt. This is the outcome of our dress. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.